Is very pleased to have on board clinical hypnotherapist Benjamin Moss. With his 18 years in private practice, Benjamin specializes in hypnosis to enhance test performance. In a moment, he will describe just how he helps law students pass the bar exam and the baby bar. First, though, listen to a few of the phone messages that have come into his office from his test-taking clients.
Hi there, Dr. Moss. This is Chris Eastar. I was the hysterical bar student that you were working with, and it was good news this time. I just wanted to share that with you because I myself am pretty much amazed. And it's miraculous what could happen when you are just a little calmer in life. Anyway, I just want to call and let you know the good news, and take care. Thanks. Bye. Hi, Benjamin. This is Betty Morrell. Good news. We did it. I passed. I passed. I'm so happy. I had to wait until the tears stopped to call you and let you know you're the first person that I called. I owe that to you. We did it together. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much. Looking forward to our future session.
Hypnotherapist Benjamin Moss.
When a candidate for the bar exam or for the baby bar comes into my office to work with me, there are 4 main areas that we look closely at before we start the first hypnosis session. The first area is remaining calm on the day of the test. One of my clients, Dr. Kent Papard, he expressed this beautifully. He said, the hypnosis sessions allow you to stay calm enough to access what you already know, and that's the key. I was really calm at the test when just about everybody else around me was a nervous wreck. That gave me a huge advantage because I could think. Hypnosis sessions are ideal for helping clients to lower anxiety and access a sense of inner calmness and composure, because hypnosis sessions are themselves deep states of relaxation. I will guide you into that profound state of relaxation in private one-on-one sessions during the weeks leading up to the test. And then I will teach you how to tap into that sense of inner calmness right when the test begins. Being calm, being genuinely at ease and composed will give you a significant advantage on the day of the test. The second area that we look closely at is mental focus and concentration. Now, some candidates for the test, they need help focusing during the studying phase, during the preparation phase. They'll tell me that they're easily distracted when they're trying to study, or that they'll be reading a page and they'll find themselves halfway down the page and have to start again because they're just not getting it, not absorbing it. Hypnosis is very good at enhancing mental focus and concentration. I work with clients to help them tune out the entire rest of the world the moment they begin to sit down and study, to help you really enhance that level of focus and concentration, both during the studying phase, the preparation phase, and also on the day of the test. The third area that we go to work on is the retention and recall of information. With hypnosis, I work with you so that you will absorb information more deeply, retain that learned information more profoundly, and then most of all, be able to access, to recall that information just at the appropriate moment. To help you do that, to help you recall the information when you're taking the test, I use what's called a post-hypnotic cue. This is a technique, a key phrase that we set up, that we establish with you during the hypnosis sessions in the weeks before the test. And then you use this technique right before the test begins, and it allows you to compose yourself and access learned information with greater ease. The retention and the recall of information is a crucial area, and it's an area where hypnosis is particularly effective. Now, the fourth area that we go to work on is building and strengthening self-confidence. Most clients, when they come to see me, they have a good, healthy sense of self-confidence already. But getting ready for one of these huge exams really can throw your self-confidence off balance. You might say getting ready for this test beats up the self-confidence. Now, I look at confidence almost like a pendulum. And that pendulum, because of all of the tension surrounding the test, that pendulum has been thrown off to the side. What we do with hypnosis is help your normal self-confidence come back. Help you really come back to your natural, level of self-confidence. I don't try to create an excessive sense of self-confidence with hypnosis. What we do is we use hypnotic suggestion to build, to elevate, to strengthen your natural self-confidence, so that when that test comes, when the day of the test comes, you can walk in there to that test as you really are, a strong, highly qualified candidate who has every probability of passing. Hypnosis elevates and strengthens and fortifies self-confidence, and this is tremendously important. Now, on the issue of hypnosis, many people are very interested in working with me. They're interested in using hypnosis. They know someone who passed their test using hypnosis. Many people know somebody who has successfully quit smoking with hypnosis. Or perhaps they know someone who has overcome a fear of flying, fear of heights, fear of public speaking using hypnosis. Even though many people are aware of the therapeutic applications of hypnosis, many people are also a little bit leery, a little bit skeptical of hypnosis, or a little bit nervous about coming in for a hypnosis session. Some people are wondering whether they can be hypnotized, whether they're hypnotizable. Sometimes a client will come to my office and they'll say, "Benjamin, I'm going to be a tough case for you. I'm really a control freak. I don't think I could ever let somebody hypnotize me. I don't think I could ever relinquish control." But in fact, during a hypnosis session, you always remain in complete control. There's no issue of relinquishing control or turning over control. What I do really is help you to relax with me. When you come in for a hypnosis session, we sit down quietly. Before we start the hypnosis, we sit down for a good 20 minutes and we talk, and we look at the specific areas that we're going to put the greatest emphasis on. These are private one-on-one sessions. We sit down and we talk, and we can find out just the areas that we really need to work on to help you, as opposed to areas that might help someone else. For example, there was one student for the bar exam who told me that she needed particular help on the essay questions. She said that when she got to the essay questions, she would just be so distracted by the many side issues, the peripheral issues, the tangential issues. She would get lost in all of the minutiae. And what she really needed to be able to do was to really focus on the crucial issues, the core issues, the most important issues that were being presented to her. That was something where we needed to put extra emphasis on, something we needed to work on specifically for her. In that initial consultation that we have before we begin the actual hypnosis session, we can find out those areas that are unique to you, so that we can make the sessions particularly tailor-made. And for that reason, this series of 4 private one-on-one sessions can be much more effective than using tapes or group sessions. One-on-one sessions are absolutely the most powerful.
You may recognize my guest today. Benjamin Moss is a certified hypnotherapist who was on our show a few months back. He's returned with some of his clients, and we're going to hear their unusual experiences with hypnotherapy. Okay, Christine, tell us your story. Why did you decide this route? What test was it that you were taking that you were so concerned about?
Well, I was studying for the bar exam, and I was very skeptical about my chances for passing because everybody mentions the statistics.
Yeah, it's terrible, and I think anyone that even knows someone that's been in the position can tell you it's a very difficult exam and that it's very hard to pass.
And I don't know if it's so much difficult as if you get caught up in the statistics and tell yourself, I can't pass this because only 45% pass. So I think that it's really important to get over the statistics and realize that you can do something. And maybe somebody can't, maybe somebody can, but don't always qualify yourself as the person who can't.
So at what point did you decide you needed some intervention, and why did you decide to go this route?
Well, I was thinking to myself of all the ways that I could prepare for the exam, which would be studying, taking a course, limiting my extracurricular activities. And so I had a friend of mine who was a mentor to me in law school, and she had taken hypnosis. And I called her up and asked her, what can you suggest that I do to pass the exam, because she was successful as well. And she mentioned hypnosis, and this was something I never really thought of or heard of or never even really had looked into. So that was my first ever experience with hypnosis.
Okay. And why Benjamin Moss? I mean, that's another question that I think a lot of people have is, well, why did you see this particular person or that particular person?
He was referred to me quite highly.
Okay.
My friend who had done hypnosis with Dr. Moss said that he was fantastic and that it really helped her. She told me that when she was taking the exam, she felt so calm, so cool, and she was not distracted by any noises or voices. So she said it's a definite must.
People always ask about after effects, you know, did you notice that anything else had changed? Or, I mean, did you feel like the same old person? You're thinking, gee, I wonder if this worked. I guess I won't know until I actually take the bar.
Well, you know when I noticed it worked is because the course that I was taking, everybody was so stressed and always trying to tell everybody else that they couldn't do it just to get that edge. And so I fell into that, and I remember coming home feeling very defeated already, and I hadn't even taken the exam. And so after I would go to the sessions, I would explain to Dr. Moss, I feel very defeated. I don't feel like I could do it. So every time you told him what was hindering your abilities, he would help suggest to quash that. And so I remember once we had a practice exam, and I felt cool as a cucumber, and I felt as if I had something that somebody else didn't have. And it got me through the day.
It's interesting that she says, well, I would say that I was having specific troubles in these areas and you would gear it. I'm sure people are thinking, oh, I just go in there and you say, you're going to do really well. Just kind of generic, you're going to do really well, and, you know, and they leave and everything's happy. So it was really specific for what your needs were then.
The program is very personalized, yes. Everybody brings a different approach to the test. Some people are very nervous about one aspect. Some people feel confident in a certain aspect, but they could use a little boost in another area. With many people, the big issue is this idea that they might freeze up when the moment comes at the crucial moment, or they might draw a blank at that most important moment. And that's where hypnosis really works beautifully. It really helps you to replace that idea, the idea that you might freeze with an image of yourself performing smoothly and confidently on the exam.
Yeah, self-confidence seems to be the other area as well, especially with you saying, well, gee, so many people think, I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to fail too because so many people do it. Just that.
Exactly. Self-confidence is an enormous part of the program, and hypnosis is very, very good at building and lifting and strengthening feelings of self-confidence and self-assurance.
Now, does anyone think that this is cheating? I mean, does anyone come out and say, oh, well, this isn't fair, this is, you know, maybe you're giving them suggestions of things, specific things to remember, or...
Right. In my opinion, it's not cheating at all. It's only calling upon the power of your own mind. It is completely legitimate. What would you say?
Oh, I agree completely. It's not like he's giving you the answers. He's
right.
Just...
I don't even know the answers.
I don't even know the questions.
Right. That's true. Now, if you choose to work with me, you should know that for over 18 years now, I've been specializing in helping people pass their exams. Helping people to stay calm and focused and get that pass on the test is a source of tremendous pride to me, a source of tremendous reward to me. Over the years, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of clients have passed their exam. And they often call me when they do, and they leave a message on my machine. When I get those messages, Benjamin, I just called to tell you I just got my results and I passed. Thank you so much. I get those messages all the time. I save them, I re-record them onto a master tape, and I have hundreds and hundreds of those messages. Those messages are a source of tremendous gratification to me. I would love to have your message be the next one that I get. If you choose to work with me, we will go to work immediately and help you calm down and get really focused. Help you to walk into that test and be able to do your absolute best, to let all of your skills, your talents, your strengths, and your qualities shine through. I will work with you so that you walk in and take that test calm, focused, and confident.
Hi, Benjamin. This is Monica Haynes. I was just calling to let you know I got my results, and I passed. I couldn't have done it without you, and I just wanted to thank you very much from the bottom of my heart and tell you that how much I appreciate what you've done for me and helped me accomplish. Okay? Thank you, and you take care. Bye-bye.